In the NFL, some teams consistently find their way to the playoffs but struggle to advance past the crucial moments. Despite assembling talented rosters and maintaining high expectations, these teams repeatedly fall short of their ultimate goal, winning the Super Bowl. This phenomenon is not just about occasional disappointment. It reflects a deeper issue of failing to capitalize on playoff opportunities year after year. In this analysis, we'll explore some of the most notable franchises that have faced this challenge, examining their repeated playoff failures and the factors contributing to their inability to achieve postseason success. From coaching issues, injury setbacks, and straight-up choking under pressure, we'll uncover why these teams struggle to overcome the playoff hump and whether they have hope for a brighter future. Let's take a painful look back at some of the most frustrating teams who have left fans punching their TVs every January. The Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, once hailed as a dominant NFL powerhouse, have struggled to make deep playoff runs in recent years. Even though they have consistently assembled talented rosters, during the decade from 1990 to 1999, they made the playoffs 8 times, secured 6 NFC East titles, and won 3 Super Bowls, with legends like Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin, the triplets, leading the way. However, ever since their last Super Bowl win in 1996, the Cowboys have been unable to recapture that level of success, as they have continuously failed to advance past the divisional round. This constant late-season failure can be attributed to several key factors. One of the primary issues has been coaching. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has faced tremendous criticism from fans for his inability to find the right coach. He also seems to keep losing coaches around for too long. Looking at you, Jason Garrett. Mike McCarthy better put a deep playoff run together this year, or he is gone for sure. Die-hard Cowboys fans are frustrated by repeated disappointments despite high expectations, as indicated by a survey showing 78.8% believe the Cowboys won't reach the Super Bowl in the next 5 years. Although the Cowboys remain a valuable and talented franchise, they need to improve coaching and playoff performance to regain their former glory. Minnesota Vikings. Little known fact that you youngsters and anyone living outside of Minnesota might not know, but the Vikings have actually made it to the Super Bowl 4 times in their team history and lost each time. They are known for their regular season success, but often falling short in the playoffs and the big dance. They have plenty of big moments such as the Minneapolis Miracle, but can't seem to get to the promised land. In 2023, the Vikings ended their season with a 7-10 record after a 30-20 loss to the Lions, ultimately missing the playoffs. This was a sharp decline from their 2022 campaign, where they entered the postseason with high hopes after a strong 13-4 regular season. Despite their optimism, they were eliminated by the Giants in the wild card round, losing 31-24. Similarly, the 2021 season saw a familiar disappointment, as the Vikings finished with an 8-9 record, which kept them out of the playoffs once again. Despite these recurring setbacks, the Vikings made NFL history on December 17, 2022 by staging the largest comeback ever. They rallied from a massive deficit to defeat the Colts 39-36 in overtime. Nevertheless, close wins, such as their thrilling 34-31 victory over the Packers in 2021 and other historic moments, have not translated into consistent playoff success. As a result, the team has earned a reputation for leaving their fans heartbroken and frustrated at the end of every season. Buffalo Bills. After dominating the 1990s with 4 Super Bowl appearances but no wins, the Bills are once again falling short in recent years despite Super Bowl aspirations. What's keeping them from finally sealing the deal? Inconsistency on defense has been a recurring issue for the Bills. While they have a talented roster, including key defensive players like Matt Milano and DeJuan Smoot, injuries have disrupted their ability to maintain consistency. Specifically, Milano's absence has hurt their defense, affecting both their run-stopping ability and pass coverage. Furthermore, roster changes and injuries have played a significant role in derailing the team's momentum, as the Bills have struggled to stay healthy during crucial stretches. In addition to these challenges, expectations have been sky high since quarterback Josh Allen became a superstar, which has fueled optimism year after year, with the phrase, "This is our year," becoming a mantra among Bills Mafia. Yet, this optimism often turns into frustration as the team fails to deliver when it matters most. Moreover, the Bills face intense competition within the AFC, particularly from powerhouse teams like the Kansas City Chiefs and Cincinnati Bengals, who have proven to be more experienced or better coached in critical moments. As a result, despite their talent and potential, the Bills have struggled to overcome these key challenges and take the final step towards securing a Super Bowl victory. The Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals have faced decades of playoff disappointment marked by a string of early exits, especially under Marvin Lewis. Since their inception in 1968, they have reached the playoffs 16 times but never won a Super Bowl. Under Lewis, 2003 to 2018, the Bengals made the playoffs 7 times but were eliminated in the first round each time. Key failures include a loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2005, a defeat by the New York Jets in 2009, and 5 consecutive wildcard round losses from 2011 to 2015, including a notable 2015 loss to the Steelers. Indianapolis Colts. The Colts, under quarterback Peyton Manning, were a dominant force in the NFL, winning their division and securing home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Despite these advantages, they often faced early exits in the playoffs. In 2005, they lost in the divisional round to the Pittsburgh Steelers. In 2007, they were eliminated in the divisional round by the San Diego Chargers. Similarly, in 2010, they fell in the wild card round to the New York Jets. Although they did win Super Bowl 41 in 2007, fans and analysts felt that the Colts had the potential to secure multiple championships given their regular season success and overall talent. San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers, renowned for their dynasty from 1981 to 1994, are celebrated for their 5 Super Bowl victories. Led by elite quarterbacks like Joe Montana and Steve Young, their success during this era was unparalleled. However, despite this rich legacy, the last decade has been challenging. The 49ers recently reached the Super Bowl 3 times but lost each one, including 2 defeats to the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl 54 in 2019 and Super Bowl 58 in 2023, and 1 to the Baltimore Ravens, Super Bowl 47 in 2012. They have also experienced heartbreaking playoff exits, such as the loss to the New York Giants, thanks to a late fumble by Kyle Williams on a punt return. Also, a narrow loss to the Seattle Seahawks in the 2013 NFC Championship game. Plagued by bad luck, injuries, and Patrick Mahomes, the 49ers have struggled to replicate their past glory in recent years. The New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints were one of the most dominant teams in the NFC during the late 2000s and 10s. Led by quarterback Drew Brees and head coach Sean Payton, the Saints won the NFC South Division 4 consecutive times from 2017 to 2020. However, their playoff successes were marred by a series of dramatic and unfortunate events. In the 2017 divisional round, the Saints led the Minnesota Vikings 24-23 with just 10 seconds remaining. Despite their strong position, Vikings quarterback Case Keenum connected with Stephon Diggs for a 61-yard touchdown as time expired, resulting in a shocking 29-24 victory for Minnesota. This play, known as the Minneapolis Miracle, ended the Saints' season in devastating fashion. The following year, in the 2018 NFC Championship, the Saints were on the verge of defeating the Los Angeles Rams and advancing to the Super Bowl. However, in a crucial late-game situation, officials failed to call a blatant pass interference penalty against the Rams. The non-call allowed Los Angeles to force overtime, where they eventually won 26-23. This sequence of events added to the Saints' playoff heartbreak, highlighting the unfortunate series of missed opportunities. First off, it is damn hard to win in the NFL, especially in the playoffs. The burden of high expectations, which are developed as a result of winning a lot of games in the regular season, causes teams often to struggle in the playoffs. The Minnesota Vikings, coming off the dramatic Minneapolis Miracle win, faced immense pressure in the NFC Championship game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Despite an early lead, the weight of expectations overwhelmed them, leading to turnovers, including a key interception return for a touchdown and defensive miscommunication. This resulted in a 38-7 defeat, demonstrating how hard it is to follow up with another strong performance after coming off of such a huge win the previous week. The pressure to follow up after landmark victory can lead to a dramatic collapse. Now talk about the teams that are poised to finally overcome their playoff struggles in the coming years. Specifically, the San Francisco 49ers have addressed past pass rush issues by adding Leonard Floyd to support Nick Bosa, following unsuccessful attempts with Randy Gregory and Chase Young. But can they stop Patrick Mahomes when it matters most? Similarly, teams like the Bengals, Bills, and Cowboys still boast Super Bowl caliber rosters. With Joe Burrow potentially on track for a 5,000-yard passing season and Josh Allen poised to deliver an MVP-worthy performance, both teams have the talent to overcome their playoff struggles. Additionally, with a chance to become the 13th player to record a 20-sack season, Micah Parsons could lead the Dallas Cowboys to the promised land. I hope that recap didn't bring back too much PTSD for you fans. Hopefully, with strategic changes and roster improvements, teams like the Cowboys, Bills, 49ers, and Bengals could potentially turn their fortunes around and overcome their recent playoff woes. So, which team do you think will finally break through, and who's doomed to fall short again? Thanks for being with us through this story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your subscription helps us continue creating quality content for you.